Just a couple of weeks left for the high school football regular season, playoffs in the mirror there as we prepare for the postseason. NFL Hall of Famer Walter Jones here with another edition of Words with Walter. Been a joy to be able to gauge the mind and mindset of one of the greatest players that ever laced them up on the football field. Walter, you know, we've discussed the playing field, the recruiting, we've went through the whole nine. But student athletes in this day and age, much like even when you were playing and being around your amazing community in Aliceville, you're a representation of your community. And a lot of young men maybe not understanding that, hey, it's more than just football when you're between the white lines. It's what you do outside of the white lines and outside the facility that truly matters within your community.
Definitely. I think I try to live by that. I live by that through my clothing brand, the best to ever do it. I tell people all the time to be the best version of yourself when you step out on the field or step out in public too. I think anywhere you go, I tell people all the time, I represent, like you said, I represent Aliceville, even though I might not go back home a lot as the people want me to, but still, again, when I'm doing a thing, the first thing they say, he was born in Aliceville, Alabama. So I represent that. I represent my junior college because I'm a junior college grad, so I have to be wary of that, to always push JUCO, because a lot of times that's a route that some kids have to go and don't understand. That's not a negative. It's just another step that you got to take to get where you need to get to. Florida State, everybody knows that. You know, you go to these big schools, you represent these schools, no matter how much some kids might not want to represent the school, but if you play there, you represent. So if you do anything outside of the lines of football, people gonna let you know that you went to Florida State. And then the NFL, you know, the NFL is a big community. So everything you do, you represent those. So I think for us personally, I'm okay with being a role model. I'm okay with going out here and being a person that people can look up to. So I would tell kids, no matter what you do on the football field, if you go out here and do something stupid, not you're letting you down, you're letting down your family, your friends. And a lot of times, you know, you hear a lot of parents or players say it's the name on the back that you have to protect the whole time. And I think when I think of Jones, I think of my mom, I think of my dad, I think of my sisters and brothers. So if I do something wrong, all those names are going to come to the front for it. And I never want anybody to speak up for me if I'm doing something stupid. So I know that if I go out there and do something wrong, I know you now. So if I go ahead and do something stupid, they're going to call you and say, man, this walk's okay. So for me personally, I ride for that every day, that the people that I hold dear to me, I don't want them to ever have to get that phone call like, man, it walks good, is this going, what's going on? So I will always tell kids, everybody lives through you and what you do, not just on what you do on the football field, what you do for the community, what you do in the community, and what you represent in the community.
You mentioned your amazing clothing line, Best to Ever Do It, and so many people that had a hand in just the trajectory of your life. How important is it for Walter Jones, since he was a youngster through his professional life, right now being a part of the Seattle Seahawks TV broadcasting team, to just surround yourself with solid people that have your best interests at heart and like-minded?
Yeah, I think I call it. I tell people all the time. I tell a lot of my friends, don't get caught up in the hype. If you're legit, you're legit. And I think I have had some great people in my life, you know. And I tell people all the time. I try to say I don't disrespect the NFL, I don't respect the Seahawks, because the Seahawks gave me an opportunity to do something I love and gave me an opportunity to change my life, change my family life, my friends' life. So for me, I feel like, you know, it's a work in progress. I think, you know, you're always finding new people, and still again, you have to try to, you know, weed them out. But still again, I feel like I have some great people, I think, that really, really cares for me. Even if I didn't have what I have, I think these are the people that I feel that would support me through any tough times or any good times. You know, like I tell people all the time, when I was playing ball, I took my family with me to Hawaii every year because I didn't want to come home and talk about it. I wanted them, because I knew that they was never going to get a chance to experience that. So they was there in those dog days when I was pushing trucks or I'm sweaty, I'm tired. They made sure I got to practice back and forth. So I want to bring them along with me. So now we still talk about going to Hawaii, because every time I went to the Pro Bowl, I took them with me because I wanted them to experience that too.
Is it always important to never forget some of the people that roll with you through thick and thin?
Oh, you never forget those people. Those people are the ones that you can call up today and they have the same conversation when you had when you was little, when they probably was saying, this kid's gonna do this or you're not gonna do that. So those are the people that you hold dear. For me personally, my mom has been there. My mom still to this day don't know two things about football, but she understands what I'm playing every year. For the draft, she calls me emotional. For the Hall of Fame, she called me emotional because those are the things that changed our life forever. So, or she see Florida State on TV, she'd be like, oh, I remember that time I came down there. So for me, those are the memories that you hold dear, and those people take those memories with them for the rest of their life.
That's just an amazing conversation here. Words with Walter. We are headed down the last couple of weeks of the high school football regular season. We have enjoyed this conversation each and every week on Wednesday nights. It airs in its entirety immediately after our 6 p.m. newscast. We'll have excerpts from this during our 6 and 10 p.m. newscasts as well. And then more importantly, if you want to find the entirety of this amazing conversation each and every week in past episodes, head over to WAFF.com and also click on our 48 Sports Zone app. You can find both of those available right now, whether it's Google Play Store if you're an Android subscriber or the Apple iPhone and iTunes if you're an Apple subscriber.